supporting the guests with questions, helping on the backstage, and so forth.
I know that Tribex is technically a pre-event to the Startup World Cup. What do we expect from this event?
Yeah, that's right. So the same as we did last year, we used Tribex to be the pre-event for the Startup World Cup. So we're going to go a bit bigger. And because we are going a bit bigger, we decided that we will showcase the Estonian startup ecosystem. So we are going to have 2 guests coming from Estonia. One is Rein Lemberpuu. He was Angel Investor of the Year in 2017. He's a very active angel and as well a serial entrepreneur. And he has helped build the startup ecosystem in the city of Tartu. So he has a lot of experience and a lot of interesting things. He was as well the CEO of Playtech. That is one of the Estonian unicorns, actually, when they went and became a unicorn. So he has like a lot of different experiences, and he will bring his journey to the event. And the other guest is Asko Seba. Asko has already been in Tribe during the startup breakfast, and he will open up a bit more. He was as well part of Skype mobile team from the beginning, so he went as well through the Skype unicorn journey. Then he founded his own company. He has been very active in the hackathons in Estonia, and he's very much interested as well in checking what the Tampere startup ecosystem is all about. And Tartu and Tampere are actually twin cities. They have a lot of similarities, so it's very interesting how the ecosystems are quite similar. And because of that, I think a lot of synergies can be born.
What do you generally think about a startup ecosystem in Tampere nowadays?
I think it exists now. It didn't exist 1.5 years ago. So I think the ecosystem means that there's like a structure in place that supports someone. And I think that platform didn't exist before. And now there is this combination of different organizations and associations actually working together and building like a healthy ecosystem in the city, that we're actually able to provide support to the startups and as well to the investors, and not only make a good role as the heart of the ecosystem in Tampere, but as well in Finland, that we're able to support the startups connecting with other cities in Finland as well.
Do you think it's a good time to open a business of your own in Finland nowadays?
I think starting a new business is always risky, but I think now it is a good momentum because there is a lot of support that people can reach out to. There's many success stories from the last years coming from Finland. So I think it is inspiring to have all this, if others make it, you can make it as well from Finland. You don't need to go to other hubs. You don't need to go to Berlin, Paris, or San Francisco in order to make it big. You can make it big here.
And what kind of help nowadays can early stage startups get from Tribe community?
We basically help to connect the startups with all the different organizations, and I think that is kind of key. Many times, I think the biggest problem is that the services to support the startups, they exist. The different kind of fundings available exists, but people don't know that they exist. And many times people are looking for kind of services and solutions that already exist, but they are just not aware of. And I think it's like raising as well the awareness and facilitating the connections.
So basically networking and connections.
I would say so. I think it's key.
Speaking of keys, in your opinion, what is the key to success for an early stage startup or for a startup in general?
Having the right people in your team. Because I think the success of the startup is all about how the startup executes. It doesn't matter in the product or the idea that it has, but the ability to execute something. And you need to have the right people in order to be able to execute. And the people with what are the right people? Of course, people like, I think with this mindset that you are always pushing forward, and when you face adversities, that you continue pushing forward, and that you don't give up, that you're able to listen what others tell you, and you're able to take advices, you're able to make changes to your company. Like, do not regard your company as your baby. Just, the baby, has the first steps with you, but then the baby will grow, and they start, listening to advices from others on how your company can grow might be a good start.
So, do you believe that events like Startup World Cup and Tribex actually help people in a sense of networking? Or is it more of a come to listen to some cool speakers and then go home and think of it?
I think it's both. It's a combination that you hear others' journeys and it can reflect in yourself. I think it's important to hear how others made it. So that, and it can be, many times people from your same city or the same conditions as you have, that you see that what were the obstacles that person had as a founder, and you can learn from that experience. But essentially in the event, if you have, for example, angel investors or VC funds represented there, you have corporate companies, other startups, you have the right people that are your network and that you need in order to grow your business. I would say it's both. You take the inspiration, but as well the networking, and you can really make meaningful connections there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alexandra, for being with us. This was Tribecast episode 5, and my name is Marina. Let me remind you that Tribecast is a part of Tribe Tampere community. I wish you a pleasant weekend, and you'll be able to hear my voice next Friday. Stay warm and tuned. Tribecast.